We lost our signal there for a moment, so let's catch up. I think that our fans listening here tonight are as anxious to hear how the other game is going, and that would be the other quarterfinal game that finds the Spuds tonight taking on Bemidji. But up north, Roseau and Buffalo, they're in overtime, tied at 1.
Yeah, I mean, it's so much fun this time of the year. Anything can happen. Everyone's got hope and optimism, and you got an 8-1 matchup that used to be a runaway in this section, but not anymore. Clearly, Buffalo coming in with something to prove and wanting to extend their season up in Roseau, and they got a chance to do it in overtime. That's pretty incredible.
So much was talked about during the course of the year about Rogers, week in and week out, being the number 1 team in the section. They, by coach's vote, ended up being seeded 4th.
Well, and you never know how much it impacted that they didn't play a section opponent. You had to think that crept into the coaches' minds as of no fault of Rogers. They didn't control their schedule, but no fault of anyone else's either. Rogers didn't play anybody, and I have to think that factored into how the coaches voted and not wanting to reward them with too high of a seed with everyone else playing each other and knocking each other off. And so that'll be interesting to see how Rogers does.
Rogers, the number 4 seed, hosting St. Cloud tonight, the number 5 seed. Meanwhile, here at Moorhead Sports Center, the Spuds take on Bemidji, and the other quarterfinal game has St. Michael Albertville hosting Brainerd. And Brainerd is one of those teams that on a given night, you just really have to be ready to play the Warriors.
Yeah, always going to play hard. They've got one of the most dynamic defensemen in the state in Eric Polkamp, who can take over a game. And if their goaltender's hot and he gets loose a couple of times, they're always a threat. So, yeah, Brainerd's never an easy out.
Bemidji has won 4 games in a row, defeating Brainerd 5-2. Sauk Rapids 7-1. Alexandria 4-2. And in their last game, an overtime victory over Fergus Falls 5-4. Bemidji has been involved in 3 overtime games, winning 1, losing 2, averaging just a touch over 4 goals per game, but giving up 3.3. Coming into tonight's game with 8 wins and 10 losses under head coach Pete Stanke. The Spuds, with 10 wins, 7 losses, and a tie, have won 3 in a row, defeating Minnetonka 4-0, St. Michael Albertville 3-0, and in their last game, a 3-1 decision over Buffalo. So the Spuds in the last 3 games have allowed just 1 goal. In the first meeting between these 2 teams, the Spuds got the win over Bemidji 3-2. Moorhead, low-scoring team, 2.6 goals for, 2.1 goals against. I can't help but think when you put all of this together, Rob, that we're going to have to put a lot of pressure on the 2 goaltenders tonight, Moorhead's Will Kunka and Bemidji's Tanner Rabishki.
Yeah, without a doubt, that's going to be in the game plans. These aren't prolific scoring offenses or potent offenses, and they're going to generate the old-fashioned way. They're going to get some hard work down low, pressure in the zone. They're going to get pucks in traffic to the net and try to disrupt these goaltenders who are very good, and you want to make the goaltenders uncomfortable and get bodies to the net and fight for that good ice and get those rebounds and try to slam them home. I expect both sides to try that tonight.
We'll drop the puck and start tonight's game when we return after this timeout on the Speakeasy Scoreboard. It's Moorhead and Bemidji right around the corner. The student athlete. Sets will go right to left. Bemidji in their dark blue uniforms tonight will go left to right as they gather around their goaltender, Tanner Rubishki. A player, Tate Hammett, was not available for play the first time these teams played. He's a big, strong defenseman. He has scored 3 goals and has helped out on 17. 20 points for Tate Hammett, and he leads, along with Ethan Maish, at 20 points, the leading scorers for Bemidji. We're getting ready to go and meet out at center ice. Meanwhile, Buffalo and Roseau continue their game in Roseau in overtime. It's all tied at 1 as play is underway there.
It just ended, Larry. Roseau just scored in overtime.
Wow, there it is. It is up, and the Rams escape against Buffalo. The Rams are able to get the win by a score of 2-1. Play is just underway here. How ironic that that game finishes at this same moment that this game gets started. As the Spuds bring it in to the far right side, it is Harper Bentz. He centers it, and it comes through to the near side and played back out. Here's the rush up ice, and Ethan Maish works it off to the far side, and the return. Moorhead taps it ahead. We've got a race for it now. Max Dronen can't get there quite in time, and it's pulled away by Connor Savard. Back along the near wall. Here's a wind-up and a shot that got deflected wide. The rebound out to the far side, pulled in by the Lumberjacks. Here's the walk-in on the near side, and Wyatt Matfield puts his shot up, but the whistle had blown before that, and that stops play with the offside call.
Yeah, the Lumberjack forward tried to hesitate on the far side near the Spuds player bench to wait for that player to cross the line, but didn't hesitate long enough.
Play just outside the line as Gavin Lindbergh stands in for Moorhead, draws it back. It tips. Carson Triggs picks it up, drops it deeper into his own zone, and here comes Joe Schiller. Out to center, Schiller taps it ahead, and Triggs gives chase. All the way down it goes as Joseph Lally chased it down. Deflected out in front, the Spuds lose control, and it's picked up by the Lumberjacks. Wiley Gladen comes all the way down to the near side. Into the corner, tried to center it, it's bounced up and hard off the glass, and out it comes. Carson Triggs in pursuit. There'll be no icing on this play as it is gathered in by Casey Rupp of Bemidji to the far side and tossed down deep into the corner. A scramble for it there. Schrader had a stick on it for just a moment, pulled away now by Bemidji. Here come the Lumberjacks out to center. Stick handling his way through it. It comes all the way down. Wiley Gladen gives it up. And then Joe Grammer comes up with it. Drops it off and takes the return pass and sails his way in deep into the far corner. Rolling it behind the net. Taking a look at it, it is bounced off to the far side. We've had no shots on goal either way. Here's a shot that goes wide. Bounces off the backboards into the near side. Up on top, Grammer unleashes a blast that got deflected. Play continues on, and it's picked up by Bemidji, and it's thrown up ice, and that stops play. So early on, we heard from John Ammerman prior to the game that he was going to try to create a big start, a fast start on Bemidji going into tonight's game.
Yeah, and the Spuds have got in on the forecheck with some great speed. Carson Triggs again with a nice start to this game, creating havoc in there on the Bemidji defense, freeing up pucks, and then the Spuds going low to high and getting a couple of shots from the point and on towards the net.
To the far side of Bemidji goaltender Tanner Rubishki. And we, during the course of the year, really have not seen very many times when the official has excused the centerman. Max Dronen was waved out, and play comes down to Bemidji now on the faceoff. Tapped out, thrown in. Offside, it's taken away as Moorhead touches up, and it goes down deep into the far corner. Moorhead forechecking strong by Grammer. Deep to the far corner, back out to the point. Now near side to the point, Grant Frisch. Down low into the corner, here's a pass right up on top, and it's shot is blocked right in on goal, and Rubishki comes up with a big save, and he's showing his stuff early.
Yeah, some good puck movement there from the Spuds, good patience and poise. They work it down low on the goal line and try to get it out front where they're able to, and again, Tate Hammett there too. Strong defending, tying up sticks, not letting the Spuds get to the pucks, and Rubishki there to stop it and cover it up.
Max Dronen in the draw for Moorhead, and he stands in against Ethan Maish. Comes out to the top of the slot. Here's Grammer maneuvering it down to the near corner, and it rings behind the net and off to the far side. Picked up by Nate Manassa. Back it comes to the near side, an outlet pass. We've got a rush into the zone. along the near side, working his way in. Shot by McClusion goes on, and it's blocked away. Will Conca, strong performance. Play comes right back up ice as the Spuds make their change. We are early on, 3 minutes in, 14 to go, opening period. Up on top, Joe Grammer returns it down low, and it hit a stick, it hit a skate, and it bounced up on top. Here's the tap in, and it is caught and held on. Joe Grammer was right there. He put a stick on it. Looked like he might have a chance, but it was caught and hung on. Tanner Rubishki with the save.
Yeah, nice job by Bentz to get the puck up top to the point where Joe Grammer lays it in, and then it popped out front. Aaron Ryerson had a grade A chance. He'll be having nightmares about that one. Rubishki's glove just snatches it. Ryerson thought he had an empty net. He did, but Rubishki took it away from him.
To the near side of Rubishki. Plays drawn into the corner. Picked up by Cole Matetic. Out it comes. It's returned to Matetic along the near wall. He sends it out on a quick pass, and it's tapped away. Moorhead attempting to recover it, but then it is turned around and sent down deep. Played behind the net. It squirts out of the zone. It comes wobbling all the way up and through center. Chasing it down along the near side. It's picked up by the Lumberjacks, and Cole Matetic tosses it ahead. Wiley Gladden gives pursuit, but it's pulled off the ice by Will Conca, and he makes the save there. Stopping play, 13 to go. And once again, it was overtime in Roseau tonight, but the Rams got a goal midway through the overtime period and prevail 2-1 over Buffalo. Playing out of the far side of Will Conca. He has so far been a visitor in tonight's game as the play is down and into the corner. Spuds chase it down. Joe Schiller tried to work it along. It's tapped on behind the net as the Spuds defense comes up with a steal, and they turn to look up ice. Some pressure applied on Stahlberger, but he escapes it out to center ice, and here is the rush in by Cody Martinson. Up high in the slot, tapped in towards goal, blocked off to the far side by Rubishki, and to the far side played. Bemidji on their way out of the zone. A long pass all the way up, and then that stops play with the icing. 12:45 remaining here for first period, and we've had no scoring.
A good play by Justin Stahlberger to lug the puck up out of the zone. He's under duress. He's taking on some defenders, and it's a tough play to make as you come up the ice to make sure you draw some defenders in, take the body contact, find an outlet. He gets it to Martinson, and Cody's able to cross the line and put some pressure on the Lumberjacks.
And the official steps in, then drops the puck, and the Spuds gain it out to the far point. Here's a turn and a drop down low, giving chase. Pulled in briefly by the Spuds. Dished away, and the Lumberjacks come out. It's an odd man rush on in. Here's a windup and a quick shot snared by Will Conca. That's become his trademark, that little quick wrist snare of a puck as it sails by. He grabs a hold of that one and puts us in the draw.
Very natural move for Will, and he's been sharp with a couple pucks coming his way. He had to handle that funny bouncer that came in off a deflect and handled that well. And, of course, the 2-on-1 play where he made an excellent save, huge save early in the game.
With the face-off to the right side of Will Conca. We are underway as it's drawn out. The Spuds catch up to it. Here comes Harper Bentz. Motors his way to the near side. And deep into the corner, Bentz goes down low, taps it up on top, and it is stolen away as the Lumberjacks come back with it. A quick toss ahead. Grant Declusion works it off behind the net. Big hit there, and a bouncing puck comes out on top. Spuds take a whack at it, keep it in play, and it rolls in on goal and then covered up by Will Conca. Things were starting to get a little bit frantic one way or the other, and a wise decision by Will Conca to gain control here in the first period.
Yeah, you certainly don't want to give up any kind of a goofy goal on a chaotic play or a wacky bounce, so never a bad idea to just regroup, get control of that puck, and take a face-off.
Gavin Lindberg off to the far side, standing in for Moorhead, and he faces off against the Lumberjacks. It's drawn back out. That was Nick Yarborough in there for the Lumberjacks. It played behind the net, scrambled for it there. Schiller had it poked away, but Gavin Lindberg recovers. He comes out to center ice with it, putting it right on the tape for Carson Triggs. He's hounded all the way in. And it's turned around. We got a race for it up ice. Here comes a quick release. There's a shot blocked away, and the rebound tipped out into play. There was an open net waiting for the puck. but the Spuds got back in time, just in time. And play continues up ice. Here's a windup on a shot that was missed. He fanned on it, and it comes rink wide. Carson Triggs picks it up and drops it into the corner. Gavin Lindberg from there behind the net has it poked away, recovered by Triggs off to the far side. This shot and a goal! It was wobbling around in front of Tanner Rubisky and somehow found its way in, and the Spuds strike first.
This whole line's going to figure in on this goal, as there's a lot of real subtle little touch plays happening down there where it seemed like everything was in check, but Gavin Lindberg wins the puck and touches it right to the side of the net to Triggs, and then Triggs has the wherewithal to kind of touch that puck into space and come around to the far side where Rubisky didn't quite see what was happening. Tucks it over to Ian Ness, who just pulls it on the far side and tucks it home. Very subtle, quick plays by all three of those guys. Nice goal for the Spuds.
Ian Ness given credit for the goal. Carson Triggs assisting, Gavin Lindberg assisting, and Moorhead leads at 1-0. On the return up ice, dish down low, tapped off to the far side and recovered. Working its way loose, it comes out now as the Spuds set it up 3-on-2 to the near side. And as he stepped across, it came in offside, and that stops play with 10:56 to go. Ian Ness with the goal to give the Spuds the lead.
Good bit of support defense by all five of the Spuds there as Bemidji came in and tried to make a play towards the net, but everyone holding their responsibilities and coming down to help out and clean up that puck and get it out of the zone.
Yeah, for Ness, his 6th goal of the year. Play tapped between players and set off to the far side. Picked up there by the Lumberjacks, and here's the walk up. Down low and behind the net, hugging the net, it comes loose to the near side, giving chase. Moorhead puts a stick on it. Max Dronen stick handles his way up. He's got a nice lead pass there for Aaron Ryerson. Winds up to shoot. The rebound is bounced up all the way out to center ice. That was a hard hit off the pad. To the near side, and here come the Lumberjacks. Walking his way in, Ethan Maish goes deep in the corner. A loose puck picked up by Grant Frisch and sends it around to the far side. We're kept in play by Bemidji. Dropping it down low, it comes near side. Rink wide, return far side. Here's Hunter Bentz. Harper Bentz goes deep into the corner and got pulled off the play, and here comes Bemidji. Now the Spuds take it back again, deep in their own end. Grant Frisch feathers it ahead, tapped away loose, recovered then by Bemidji. Nick Yavaro sends it up, and he will walk in on goal. Yavaro was ready to pull the trigger but couldn't quite find the handle. Deflected to the far side, and from there picked up by Max Dronen, and he sends it out to center ice, taken back now by the Lumberjacks. And the near side, Tate Hammett throws it in deep, plays down in the corner, scramble behind the net. Moorhead reaching in to pull it loose, protecting the puck. It bounces away from behind the net. Colby Creer had a notion, but he was ready to come in on the backside, and play continues here. Aaron Ryerson sends it out to the far side. Played up along the wall as they throw it up against the glass, and it's played loose. Moorhead going forward. Here's a centering pass, and it got deflected on the way out to Hammett. Loose puck is picked up by Gavin Lindberg. He sends it right ahead, and he just misfired to Ian Ness. Play to the far side. That was about an inch and a half away from completing the pass. And it ends up way up ice, and Moorhead retreats to pick it up. Gavin Lindberg brings it back for Carson Triggs. He goes down deep in the corner. Gathered in there. Grant Occlusion to take it back, but then recovered up on top. The puck is loose, and here comes Bemidji. Along the near side and into Occlusion. Lost the handle on it. Joe Grammer there to pick it up for Moorhead. Out on the near side. Bounce back to Grammer, and he sends it off to the far corner. Moorhead on the way out of the zone. Dancing his way through it, comes right back on, and a quick turnaround there, goes in deep. Moorhead taking this opportunity to change. 8:10 to go. 1-0 Moorhead with the early lead, and it comes out and bouncing loose. It comes right back. Here's the walk-in by Matetic. Off to the far side. Joe Schiller picks it up for Moorhead, sending it deeper into the corner. Played by Schrader. Outlet pass comes all the way high in the slot. Bemidji there to keep it in. Here's a whistling shot set on. And the play was by Casey Rupp, and the play comes in on goal. And once again, Will Kunka is there with the glove save.
really strong, solid defense from number 5, Colby Creer there as Matadic, he got in on the edge, and he's a long-armed, long-legged player who's a lot to deal with for a defender when he can get some leverage on the edge, but Colby rides him hard into the wall to snuff out that rush.
Face off on the stick side, far side of Will Kunka in the Moorhead zone. The puck is down and drawn deep into the far corner. From there, Max Dronen trying to stick handle his way loose. He does. And he works his way up to center ice, but then got caught, drops it back, and here is Hunter Harper Bentz. He came back to the near side to walk his way in, and play came in offside Harper Bentz.
Max Dronen's like a bulldog out there.
He's having a good game.
Yeah, he's so good with the puck and takes the body contact. He takes on so many defenders trying to check him off the play, and it just frees up space for everybody out there, and Bentz is able to pick up a loose puck off of that Max, lugging that puck out of the zone, and almost created something on the rush because of it.
Max Dronen draws it out to the edge, picked up by Harper Bentz. Play comes back to the near side and sent in. Lumberjacks down low to pick it up. Connor Savard carries it out. Sends it ahead now on the near side. Here's the walk-in. All the way down. Wiley Gladden goes into the corner. Bounced off the boards where the Spuds play it back again. Colby Creer worked off the play. Lumberjacks sending it out to the far point. Here's a windup and a shot set into traffic. And Will Kunka again making sure it doesn't go any farther than that. And we're starting to see some anxiety.
Yeah, it's picking up. Bemidji does a nice job of getting traffic to the net, and the Spuds do a nice job of defending and trying to block them out and give Will Kunka a good lane to look at that. Connor Savard snaps off a quick shot that had eyes. That one could have been trouble, but Kunka sticks with it, knocks it down, and then there's a little scuffle kerfuffle at the end, and away we go.
As the play comes down and is left on the dot, and it's sent in on goal, steered away by Kunka. Deflected to the near side. Moorhead trying to play their way out of the zone, and as it bounces out, it comes right back. And Carson Triggs works it off to the far side. The return comes rink wide and bounces down in behind. Gathered in by Connor Savard. Play behind the net. Spuds try to reach it in. They lead it 1-0. Play off to the far side. It is tapped hard between the sticks, and it rolls out to the point from there, set in, blocked away. Back to the near side, 6:23 to go. Loose pack comes up on top. Gavin Lindbergh was right there and just missed high and wide. Play comes back to the near side. Turnaround by Carson Triggs. Spuds will change. Play is picked up behind the net by Connor Savard. He turns and looks up ice and feeds it off to the far side. Hunter Marcotte had it slip off his stick. Following the play, picked up by Savard, who brings it in. A hard, long shot that just missed wide to the near side. Play comes out to center. Here is Justin Stahlberger on the way in. The shot blocked away by Rabishki. Up on top, another shot. That one sailed high to the glass. And back now to the near side. Up at the point, Joe Schiller walks his way in. He goes all the way to the corner. All the way around to the far side, Joe Schiller. He circles and gives it up to Stahlberger on top, who winds up to shoot, and it's blocked away by Rabishki. Down deep into the corner, and Schiller picks it up at the point to send it in. There's the deflection that got up and over the top. Here's Colby Creer with a shot, and Rabishki all of a sudden is in on everything. We got an arm go up, and a whistle will blow, stopping play with 5:06 remaining in the first period. Rob Grammer, it's 1-0 Moorhead.
Yeah, and there's two quick ways to settle the play down if you're under a lot of duress in your own end, and one is the goalie covering the puck, and the other one is the defense just clearing it. And Bemidji doing just that, as it was a firing range for a while on that shift between Creer and Schiller and Stahlberger, and great shift for those guys. I'm not quite sure why the faceoff's down here. We got a penalty. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, Cody Martinson is sitting on the near side, and all of that mix up, it was Martinson that comes off to the near side and gives Bemidji the power play. They are at 22% on the season, having scored on 13 of 59 tries. Drawn to the outer edge, Moorhead, shorthanded now. Taps it out. Picked up by Tate Hammett and turned around. Lumberjacks bring it in, sent all the way down and around to the near side. Gathered up in the corner, Ethan Maish. Tapped away, recovered, sent back now near side. Returned behind the net, looking for that centering pass. It goes off to the far wing, then out to Hammett at the point. He returns at far side, looking for the game tire. There it is. The shot was there, but the glove was there. The save is made. Will Kunka snaring it out of midair.
These penalty killers for the Spuds are putting a lot of pressure on Bemidji, and when the Jacks finally got it loose, they got it up to Hammett. They got it down to the sidewall, and he takes a really benign shot with everyone being checked off and Kunka able to glove it down.
Moorhead has killed off 43 penalties and 47 attempts by their opponent. 43 out of 47. That's a remarkable 91, almost 92%. Here comes Bemidji, still on the power play, sending it off to the far side. It bounces out to Hammett at the far point. He plays catch there as he sends it off to the far wing. Here's a shot blocked. It rolls out to center ice, and we got a race for it. To the near side, picked up by Jonas Spicer. And he heads off as Bemidji returns it with 3:50 to go, 44 seconds to go in the Moorhead penalty. Will Kunka had it bounce off his backside as he was behind the net. Spuds pick it up and clear the zone, and here's Bemidji now to turn it around and head up. 3:36 to go in the period, 28 seconds to go on the Moorhead penalty. To the far side, Tate Hammett puts it in on goal as he follows the play in, took a little extra poke at it, trying to knock it loose from Will Kunka, but no, the save is recorded and it stays 1-0 Moorhead.
A great effort from Jonas Spicer, helping take some time off of this penalty as he wins a puck in the neutral zone. A race gets the puck deep, does his part, gets off the ice, and then you got Luke Leonard as Hammett got into the shooting area, but Luke Leonard gets his stick in the way to deflect that shot.
Face-off is out, overskated briefly by Harper Bentz, but he recovers enough to send it down. And it goes behind the net where Bemidji catches up to it, and they head out. Here come the Lumberjacks now. Nathan Alto comes all the way in with a long pass to the near side. Time is running out on the penalty. Moorhead is at full strength as it's sent off to the far side. Cody Martinson heading off. Moorhead trying to set something up with Aaron Ryerson, and here comes Harper Bentz down deep. Angle the shot up on top. The tic-tac-toe play was just about there, and it came away back to Bemidji. Lumberjacks come up with a long pass in. Cole Matetic chases it behind the net. The Spuds catch up to it as it's played by Max Dronen. Dronen turns and looks up ice. Now he sends it ahead for Aaron Ryerson. It bounces off his stick and it comes in on goal. Quickly returned out on top, and it got away from his teammate as Wyatt Matfield watched it sail behind him. The return comes up on top, and they had a one-time look there, but it bounced away. Recovered up on top it goes, and a shot right on. Out of that far side, a quick release from Connor Savard, and the glove save for Will Kunka.
Another quick shot from Connor Savard up top as Bemidji was able to create a turnover on the forecheck and threw it in, and Kunka right there again tracking well and square to that one.
Off to the far side, Moorhead to pick it up and bring it out to center. Carson Triggs had it poked away. He came in ahead of the play offside. That's taken away now as Bemidji returns it up ice. To the far side, Savard winds up to shoot. And once again, they're taking shots of anything that is within striking distance. And so far, Will Kunka has been able to grab them all.
Yeah, again, just laying it on net. Connor Savard gets up on the rush, leading the rush for the Lumberjacks from the defensive position. And doesn't have much else. There's never a bad thought to throw it on net, make the goalie stop it, have him cover it up, and see if he can create something off of the faceoff.
2 minutes to go here in the first period. Down low and into the corner. Track down. Joe Schiller brings it out. Joe Schiller taps it ahead. Cody Martinson gives chase and sends it off to the far side. It rolls all the way out to the point. From there, return down low. Schrader had it for a moment. Knocked away from him. He recovers. He walks in towards goal. Here's a pass that got through the crease all the way to the near side. Played up against the wall, and it's tapped free. The Spuds keeping it in the zone. Now Bemidji has it away as Savard had it pulled loose from behind. Moorhead pestering the play along the boards. Out to the point and set into traffic. Here comes the Lumberjacks now as they work it out of the zone. A pass ahead from Matedich, knocked away. He turns and he goes down deep into the corner as play continues there. Worked off to the far side, Justin Stahlberger, but no, it's Bemidji that comes away with it. It's pulled in by Ethan Maish. 1 minute to go in the period as the Spuds take it back again, and back and forth we go as the Spuds are making right in the middle of a change. And finally it's tapped ahead from Max Dronen. He walks his way in, he shoots, and the rebound is left alone up on top, recovered by Bemidji. Working his way through. Ethan Maish brings it out. 40 seconds in the period. Rolling it down low. Spuds leading at 1-0. And there's a tie game. A rebound came rolling up in front of Will Kunka. Simply could not reverse his direction in time. And Bemidji, on a late goal, has tied this one up at 1-0.
Yeah, just kind of a broken play. Nice job by Joseph Lally to jump up into the rush and lead that rush and just get the puck in behind the Spuds defender so your forecheck can go to work. And the puck kind of laid there, and a couple guys overskated it. Didn't look like anything was really happening, but Lumberjack continuing to follow up the play, grabs that loose puck, turns right to the net, and is able to sneak it by Conker quick.
Hunter Marcotte getting the goal, his 7th of the season. Grant Declusion getting the assist. That's his 8th and 10th point of the year, and we're tied at 1. On the way in, walking it to the near side. Tapped down deep into the quarter, sent off to the far side. From there, the scramble. Pushed up against the wall. We're going to count this one down quickly now as it comes out to the point. Moorhead will get one last look, and as it sails behind the net, it'll come back to the near side, and from there, looking to get it out at the point. That's going to take us into the locker room. We've got another one brewing here. It's Moorhead and Bemidji after one period of play on the Speakeasy scoreboard. Moorhead 1, Bemidji 1.
Get up. Your dreams don't hit snooze. Because if you snooze, you might miss your opportunity to improve your craft. To put in the work. Your opportunity to be the best.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
Your home for Boss Snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
The Moorhead Spud Boosters support students at Moorhead High School involved in co-curricular activities. Your membership in Moorhead Spud Boosters directly benefits Moorhead's student athletes, celebrating 40 years of supporting Spud athletics.
Revive Professional Massage Therapy Clinic. Locally owned and operated. Open 7 days a week, day, evening, and same-day appointments available. Couples massages also available. 20 highly trained professional licensed massage therapists on staff. Now with 2 locations, South Fargo and Detroit Lakes. Offering online booking and online gift certificates. www.reviveprofessionalmassage.com.
Get up. Your dreams don't hit snooze. Because if you snooze, you might miss your opportunity to improve your craft. Put in the work. Your opportunity to be the best.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
Your home for Boss Snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
The Moorhead Spud Boosters support students at Moorhead High School involved in co-curricular activities. Your membership in Moorhead Spud Boosters directly benefits Moorhead's student athletes, celebrating 40 years of supporting Spud athletics.
Revive Professional Massage Therapy Clinic. Locally owned and operated. Open 7 days a week, day, evening, and same-day appointments available. Couples massages also available. 20 highly trained professional licensed massage therapists on staff. Now with 2 locations, South Fargo and Detroit Lakes, offering online booking and online gift certificates. www.reviveprofessionalmassage.com.
Get up. Your dreams don't hit snooze. Because if you snooze, you might miss your opportunity to improve your craft. To put in the work. Your opportunity to be the best.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
Your home for Boss Snowplows is Perks Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
The Moorhead Spud Boosters support students at Moorhead High School involved in co-curricular activities. Your membership in Moorhead Spud Boosters directly benefits Moorhead's student athletes, celebrating 40 years of supporting Spud athletics.
And yeah, I would love to know how they're trained in that situation because it's tough. And when they blow a whistle, there's a scrum, a bunch of bodies all over the place. Rybishki is facing inside his own net, and the puck's laying there. And what else do you do? But what a effort out there by both sides.
Gavin Lindberg in the face-off from Moorhead. Colton Pickett is waved out. He gives way, and the draw handled then by Wyatt Matfield. Sent off to the far side. Moorhead keeping it in the zone off to the far corner. Rolled back now to the near side. Up against the wall. It's played out near the point, but it's redirected, and it's sent in by Ian Ness. Gavin Lindberg centering pass. It got through, and it's picked off. Here comes Bemidji to the far side and in, and tapped away loose. It got away from Joe Schiller before it's set off to the far side and rolls back now to the near corner and out. Moorhead on the pursuit. It's 3-on-2 at the blue line. Joe Schiller near side for Lindberg, but it goes off his stick and behind the net. Play to the far side. From there, Joseph Lally plays it out. Ahead it goes, returned all the way down, intercepted. Moorhead takes it on the return. Schiller sends it up right to the blue line. Here's Thomas Schrader, but he was wide of the play, forced to play it along the wall, brings it all the way up on the near side and wind up in a shot blocked away by Rybishki. Rebound off to the far side will result in icing, and that takes the pressure off on the Spuds pursuit in the play. That icing pass stops the game tied at 1.
So you want to be ready at all times if you're on the ice with Gavin Lindberg. The kid's got extremely quick hands, and he knows where his options are to move the puck, and it could be on your stick before you know it. Another excellent attempt from Gavin Lindberg to center it into Triggs there to create an opportunity.
Nick Yavaro of Bemidji in the face-off, draws it back up, but the Spuds are there, and at the point, tapped away, and it comes out to center. Joe Grammer to track it down. He has a turnaround, and he manages to put it on the stick of Justin Stahlberger. It comes near side, and it's thrown into the corner, and it rings off to the far side. Tapped away, and a nice pursuit to the far side. On the chase, Lincoln Hurd carries it down low. The play comes in, and Will Kunka somehow managed to find just enough of it to stop the play. And we head into the face-off circle with 14:50 remaining here in the second period.
Yeah, Hurd came down the right side after a nice play at the point to win a puck and advance the play, and he speeds up the ice. His first attempt to center it, he kind of fanned or whiffed on it, and it ended up actually tricking everyone a little bit, including Kunk, and he throws the second one in, but Kunk is able to catch it under the pad.
The pass right out in front of Kunka is picked up by Grant Frisch, and he plays it ahead. Harper Bentz deep in the near corner. Takes a look at it, carries it behind the net, tries a wraparound, and it's left on the blue ice and then covered up Rybishki. Well, if play continues like what we have seen here in the second period, we will see some aggressive play before the end of the period.
Well, as we talked about, the Spuds are really good. They have been all year at attacking down low and establishing pressure, turning the puck to the net. 3 white jerseys and 3 blue jerseys in the paint in addition to Rybishki is a recipe for something to happen.
Off to the far side and out to center. Moorhead touching up on the play, and here's Max Dronen's shot blocked away by Rybishki. We continue to play tied at 1. From behind the net, the Spuds try to put a handle on it, and it's poked away, but here's the recovery by Bentz. He whacks one and bounces up and over the top. To the far side and into the corner. They battled for it there as Tate Hammett wrestling with the Spuds, and it comes loose. Stick is loose, played, nice defensive play, but then taken from behind the net, and Moorhead has it up on top. To the near side, back out, and Grant Frisch winds up to shoot it down low, and it's blocked up and away. Rybishki really didn't know where that one was going off the save, and play continues on. Rolling down behind the net, Spuds will try it again from behind. Rolling it out on top, and here comes Bemidji. Great job of stick handling to the blue line and in. Nice carry in by Hunter Marcotte. Play goes behind the net where the Spuds take it back again. We're tied at 1. And here is Carson Triggs. Brings it out on the near side and gives it off to Ian Ness. Back to Triggs. He backs his way in, gives it off to the break-in from Joe Schiller, and it's poked away by the Lumberjacks in a quick rush up ice. The shot swatted away by Kunka. Play back to the near side. All the way into the corner. Tracking it down, picked up by Joe Schiller. We continue to play tied at 1 here. Time running in the second period early on. Off the glass and it's brought in. Lindbergh was ahead of the play. Offside is waved off now as Bemidji brings it on the return. On his way in, Wiley Gladen all the way to the near side. Tapped away and it comes nearer and off the wall. Bounced away, down deep. Far side. Looking ahead, it comes right back. Gavin Lindbergh had control for just a moment before the Spuds lose it. Brought back up with a long pass from Luke Leonard, and it goes all the way around to the far side. Picked up by Lincoln Hurd. Out to the far point. Down deep into the corner. Here's a centering pass shot put on, and a great save by Tanner Rabishki. That was tic-tac right out of the corner, and Rabishki somehow knew it was headed in his direction, and he makes the save.
Again, Lindbergh in that tight space, able to understand where he wants to go with the puck before he gets it. Puts it right on the tape of Triggs, who one-times it towards Rabishki, and he has a hard time dealing with it as it hits him in the face and bounces around up in his chest, but he is able to corral it somehow as Tommy Schrader was crashing in for a rebound.
Here's a play that hits the outside of the net. It rippled the net, but on the outside, and play comes out on top. Colby Kerr watching from the point as it goes deep into the corner. Stahlberger had it roll off his stick, played now by Schrader. Up on top, it goes back into the corner. From there, Carson Triggs. Cody Martinson had it poked away, and it comes off the wall. Down deep into the corner, chased there by Connor Savard. To the far side, Bemidji trying to take control of this one out of their zone. 11:45 to go here in the second period. As it squirts loose, the Lumberjacks come up with it and toss it up ice. And that brings up an icing call, and once again, Bemidji forced to alleviate the pressure with that long icing pass out of the zone.
Well, the war of attrition is on right now, and the Spuds are starting to win that battle as their forecheck is very heavy, making it extremely difficult on the Lumberjacks to come out of their zone clean. We'll see if that has a bearing here as we continue through the second period.
To the glove, stick side rather, here's the play. Spun back into the corner, run around to the near side before it's picked up by Grant Declusion. Moorhead keeping it in the zone. As a nice steal there by Max Dronen, drops it down low. Centering pass comes all the way through. Rebound on top. Sent in by Leonard, but up and away. Moorhead is signaling the goal, but the official is saying no. The net was upended and sent to the backside. Play stopped there.
Wow, what a play here as the puck pops up to Leonard. You got Max Dronen creating chaos in the crease. He gets knocked over, and actually I think is the one who ends up blocking or deflecting that shot as he was getting knocked over. It goes high in the air, and Harper Bench sees it. If he can corral that puck and drop it to his stick right in the crease, right literally on the goal line, he can knock that thing into the empty net as Rabishki had come out to challenge the shot, and he gets knocked from behind, taking the net out. And the officials determine that faceoff's going to come outside. But, I mean, just tremendous effort again from everyone getting to those dirty areas. The Lumberjacks defending harder than heck to deny the Spuds those opportunities. And, man, it's happening, Larry.
Roseau, an overtime winner over Buffalo earlier this evening. They await the winner of this game for a semifinal matchup in Roseau. In the other half of the bracket, Rogers is hosting St. Cloud tonight, and St. Michael Albertville and Brainerd matching up there. So with the play, it's down and picked up. Moorhead has it off to the far side. Joe Grammer sends it in. He chases it and catches up to it, then gives it back. Looking behind the net, it's poked away. Coming back now near side and out. On his way in comes Ethan Maish. Down low, the shot blocked off to the side by Kunka. That was a precarious opportunity, and it comes out to the center ice area before it's grabbed back by Connor Savard. Now Ethan Maish. He motors his way to the far side, controlling all the way. He does a skip and a jump, and he carries the puck with him into the far corner. Still with it, Ethan Maish. Down in the corner, he's left behind as the puck comes up on top. Moorhead taking a poke at it, and a nice block up on top by Luke Leonard. The play comes away and out to center, taken back by Bemidji. Wind up in a shot down low, back carried all the way into the corner. Joe Grammer wrestling with the opponent. They end up on the ice. Play comes to the near side and along the wall, tipped ahead. Harper Benz giving chase and carries it out to center and drops it on the near side. Aaron Ryerson on the return goes off to the far side for the play to Gavin Lindbergh. Poked away there. Moorhead in the midst of a change. Here's a windup and a shot. Rubishki blocking that one away. That stops play with 9:54 to go in a 1-1 contest, second period.
Nice job by Joe Schiller up on the blue line, getting a puck in a tight situation under duress, but as you're taught, get off the wall, get to the center of the ice, get that thing through and on net, and Rubishki's able to use the paddle to steer it up into the netting.
Gavin Lindbergh of Moorhead leaves the puck on the dot, and from behind it is picked up and sent in. Ian Ness, I think, had that shot attempt, but it bounced behind, and it carries off to the far side where Bemidji is looking to gain control, but Ian Ness reaching in, pulls it loose, then scrambling after it, Casey Rupp of Bemidji. The battle continues along the side wall. Played out along and tipped forward, then back, and it's returned out near the point, picked up by the Lumberjacks. And they fan on a pass that would have set it in. Taken back for just a moment right in front of the Moorhead bench before it goes to Joe Schiller all the way down. A dangerous pass coming through up on top. Coming all the way back up to the near side, it got away from Yarborough. Down deep and behind Schiller. Works his way with a nice pass near side for Ian Ness. To the blue line, he sidesteps the defender and gives it up for Gavin Lindbergh. Sending it down low, is sent it out of play, and that stops the clock with 8:57 still to play. Here in the second period, we're tied at 1.
Well, I don't know which Lumberjack it was, but early in that shift, he greeted Gavin Lindbergh with his shoulder pretty harshly, and Lindbergh took exception to that and played a little bit of more spirited shift the rest of the way there. Coming up the ice, almost creating something there for the Spuds.
Up to Luke Leonard. At the point, it is sent down low. Stahlberger picks it up, carries it with him behind the net. Stahlberger then drops it back near side, and Colby Career carries it with him along the near side before Schrader comes in. Poked away by the Lumberjacks. The play continues on right along the sidewall. Scrambling forward, it is poked from one to the other, then out to the point for Luke Leonard. He sends it on. The rebound came up on top just enough so that Tanner Rubishki had to jump on top of it. He hangs on for the save.
Yeah, Rubishki got just a little bit of anxiety there as a quick shot in from Leonard is pretty typically easy for Rubishki to handle, but it got away from him, and then you could see him and say, okay, wait a minute, I better corral this thing and get a whistle.
Face off on the near glove side of Tanner Rubishki. With the play down, it is dropped to the outer edge. Tapped out, kept in nicely by Career, throwing it to the corner. Spins behind the net, picked up by Tate Hammett far side, and out it comes. Moorhead to recover. Here's the return by Aaron Ryerson. It's 2-on-3 as he goes off to the left side for Dronen. And his shot was right there. Max Dronen whistled that one about ankle high and gloved off the ice by Tanner Rubishki.
Yeah, I can always see how locked in a goaltender is when they can have that lateral movement with that puck going from one side of the ice across the Royal Road to the other side. And he's not only on top of his crease, but Tanner Rubishki was out a good foot to 2 feet past the blue paint there to challenge that shot.
We are just past the halfway mark of this hockey game, and we are all tied up at 1. Bemidji comes to the near side, leaning the pass ahead, and a quick wrister by Grant Declusion sails wide. May have been deflected. It comes out to the far point. Hammett with it there. Down deep into the corner, Grammer from Moorhead. Tried to backhand it out of the zone. It stays in the corner. They battle for it before it's finally picked up by Aaron Ryerson. Moorhead sets it up with a long pass out to center ice. As he stick handles his way loose, Max Dronen brings it near side. Harper Bentz carries it down. He goes into the goal mouth. It did not move, and play continues on as it's out to the far point. Backpedaling out to center. Joe Grammer with it there. Takes a look and watches. Takes a look and looks. As the return goes far side, the anticipation and the steal by Wiley Gladen. Out to the far side, there's the shot high and wide. Rolling out back now to the near side and out to center. The Lumberjacks coming up with it as Nate Manassa sent it off to the far side. And the play came in with a big hit right in front of the Bemidji bench, and that stops play with 7:08. Now showing in a 1-1 second period.
Well, an interesting non-call there as the whistle comes from a pass attempt from Bemidji hitting one of their own players as they were going into the box, and oftentimes that will automatically be called to too many men on the ice, not in this case.
Here's a shot that is snared by Will Kunka. Face-off will be in the Moorhead zone near side of Kunka as we are about to touch the 7-minute mark. As they step in, Colton Pickett will handle the face-off against Moorhead's Gavin Lindberg, and will do it again. Now both centermen are going to be waved out, and we'll get a new set. Ian Ness of Moorhead now will stand in, and it comes near side. He's squared off with Wiley Gladen, and it comes loose and off to the far side plate. We'll go back into the circle with now less than 7 minutes remaining.
Well, the wings are so important on the face-off. That time Matfield does a nice job of helping his centerman out to win that puck back to the point, but Lindberg out of position on the wing gets out to challenge and tips it up into the netting.
Nate Manassa on the point near side, waiting for it to come out towards him, but the Spuds are there first and pick it up. Here's Ian Ness. Dumps it ahead, and he'll give chase. Ian Ness tried to get there in time to toss it back up in front. Played it out from behind, and there's the shot, and the net away will stop play as Tanner Rubishki felt that the pegs were not holding, and he signaled to the official that the net was off. The official agreed, and play will resume now to the other side of Tanner Rubishki.
We talked sometimes this year about dumping the puck with purpose or throwing it to an area right there. Ian Ness very cleverly knows that he and Triggs have the speed, so he gets it to a soft area where they can win it and turn it right back to the front of the net again.
On the face-off, it comes right out in front, and then it's lifted out of the zone. This one comes wobbling all the way down. Moorhead will play it there as Grant Frisch caught up to it and sends it out on the far left wing. Out to center and in. Motoring it down, centering pass, bounced behind the net. Taking a whack at it. There's a shot and a goal! And Moorhead leads it 2-1.
That's incredible, the speed of these guys again. We're just talking about it, and Triggs gets on the wing with some speed. Tries to make a little play into Lindberg, who's driving the center lane like you're taught to do to create some pressure on the defense. Puck bounces off a Bemidji skater who defended it well, but it comes right back to Triggs circling around the net with that speed. And of course he hits the trailer, Ian Ness. One time's a pass past Rubishki before he even knows what happens. And what a beautiful play from Carson Triggs.
Waiting for the announcement here, but the Spuds have taken the lead. The goal coming at the 10:37 mark. And Ian Ness with his second goal of the night. Gavin Lindberg assisting his second point tonight. Carson Triggs assisting his second point tonight. That line is dominating the performance here tonight for the Spuds as they lead it now 2-1. Less than 6 minutes to play in the second period. As they walk their way in, the play comes near side ahead of Harper Bentz. To the near side. Moorhead taking a look. There's a shot deflected up and away. A sparkling performance by that second line of Moorhead to score twice tonight and lead it 2-1.
Yeah, and that top line of Dronen, Bentz, and Ryerson comes out and wants to get in on the action with a nice heavy shift again with some great work down low, and Dronen picking a puck loose and turning it back to the net for a quick shot. Again, Rubishki's there. 2-1
Moorhead. Time will start with 5:37 in the second. Bemidji picking it up. Connor Savard lost it behind the net, and it's picked up and brought out near side. Here's the return to Savard all the way down. It rolls behind the net. Kanka leaving it there for play. Deep in the corner, picked up by Cody Martinson. It knocked away from him out to the point. Here's a quick wrister sent down low. Swatted away by Kanka, and play continues on. Out to center it comes. Here's the walk in and sent off to the far side. Kicked ahead and then knocked ahead. It comes right back. Cody Martinson giving chase, comes up with it, puts it in there for Schrader. He sent it off to the far side. And it is quickly returned up, and they'll call the icing here with 4:52 to go. Moorhead outshooting Bemidji 19-14, outscoring Bemidji 2-1.
Another effort play on the forecheck, that time from Cody Martinson to keep a puck alive and kind of wiggle its way over to Schrader, who tries to get an attempt on net, and that line's close to breaking through as well with that kind of effort.
Face off down. Knocked to the corner. Picked up by Lally. To the near side, Bemidji trying to work their way out and set up a scoring opportunity. It comes to Luke Leonard, who turns it around and sends it in deep. Rolls behind the net before it's picked up by Casey Rupp of Bemidji. He taps it to the corner, and it comes back to Rupp on the near side. An outlet pass. The Spuds will have to come out to center to play, and it's tossed back in, and Rupp is there to pick it up. Rupp along the near side, outlet pass. Intercepted. Spuds hold the zone. No, not quite. They were hustling to get out of the zone and touch up on the play, but it was one step away. And so with that, the face-off with 4:18 to go.
Yeah, really nice job of the Spuds forecheckers taking away any easy options for Bemidji to exit the zone, and that allows Luke Leonard to step up and read a long pass. Intercepts it, has some patience to wait. Couldn't wait any longer as he had some back pressure, and a good decision by Leonard to go for it.
On the face-off down to the near side. Played at the line and tipped off. Luke Leonard, or rather Joe Schiller, sent down low. Rabishki swatted it away. Deep into the far corner, and play continues there. Here Moorhead on a walk-in, and it just missed. Sailing all the way to the near side when Schiller picks it up and sends it up on top to Frisch. Back to Schiller. Lining it up behind the slot, deflected down low. That one went out of play. It was deflected about 3/4 of the way in, took another deflection, and that ended up in the netting. And that puts us in the draw with 3:53 to go.
Yeah, some really smart, responsible play from Joe Schiller up top, finding a lane, making sure he gets it through, and then having the wherewithal to snap a quick shot towards a stick where Bentz is able to direct it. Just up and over.
On the face-off, Harper Bentz takes it down low. He tapped one towards goal. It was wide and soft and played all the way to the near side. Max Dronen pulls it loose. It got kicked out to center, and play continues on. Whistle stopping play here with 3:35 to go. Penalties have been few and far between, but the Spuds will once again find themselves shorthanded. Coming to the near side is Colby Career.
He's going to get a hooking penalty here, and just a little broken play as the puck kind of got in his feet, and he had some pressure on him, and they were kind of stick jockeying to try to win that puck, and the official determined Colby got his into the wrong spot on the Lumberjack forechecker.
So Moorhead will find themselves down a skater. Bemidji on the power play for the second time tonight. Needing a goal to tie, it has popped up and out of play, and will regroup with 3:26 now showing.
Another good play by Gavin Lindberg, understanding your responsibility on the penalty kill. As the puck rotates and you got to collapse down to help defensively and get your stick into passing lanes, he's able to do just that and tip it up out of harm's way.
Players go down chasing the puck, and it works loose. Out high in the slot, Bemidji brings it near side. A wind-up down low, it has popped up into the air, and it goes off to the far side, picked up by Bemidji, and they'll keep their attack in place. To the near side and at the point, Hammett tosses it down. He's waiting for the return as it's stick-handled by Gladen. Here's the return, and the shot blocked away by Kunka off to the far side. Rebound comes right on. Very cool, calm, and collected. Will Kunka puts it in the glove and hangs on tight.
That's a big save by Will there following that puck as Spicer was able to corral a rebound attempt, and rather than try to clear it on his backhand, he didn't know what was out there. He tried to get it to his forehand quick to make a stronger play, and then it was checked off his stick right into a dangerous area, but Kunka there to make the save.
Now on the near side of Kunka. Play dropped to the corner. 2:55 to go, second period. Moorhead has grabbed a 2-1 lead. Getting 2 goals tonight from Ian Ness. Back up ice. They'll gather it up there and take a look. And as they head up ice, we're halfway through the penalty. 1 minute still on the power play. Here's a shot bouncing hard off the backside. Rolling it up on top to Hammett. He wants to set something up, and he'll slide his way towards the top of the slot. Bring it near side for Gladen, then down low. And a pass that bounced off the stick of Bemidji and picked up by Moorhead. Recovering it along the near side and out to center. We've got an arm going up, and this will even things out as Bemidji whistle down here with 2:15 to go.
Yeah, and that's a play you'll see often where a player chips the puck past a defender, and if the official doesn't feel like the defender makes an honest attempt to turn and go play that puck and rather get a chip shot or a little bit of a check on the offensive player, he'll send him for interference, and that's exactly what happened. Is Tate Hammett was in a desperate situation as Bentz chipped it past him. He knew Bentz was going to beat him to that puck, and all he could do was play his body and hope for the best.
Tate Hammett has found his way to the side with 2:12 to go. Interference the call, and here comes Bemidji, and the Spuds now skating even up. Up on top, it is blocked away. We are 4-on-4 hockey here as we go inside of 2 minutes. A long pass bounced off to the side by Rubishki and picked up Bemidji. The outlet pass comes all the way to the near wall. Lifted up and sent in. Play continues on. A stick is broken. Stick is on the ice. Moorhead's penalty about to expire. Colby Creer will head on. And from there, Colby Creer will head off to the far side. And that brings Moorhead onto the power play as Joe Grammer winds up to shoot. It's lifted up and away. To the near corner. Along the boards it's played. They scramble for it there. Walking his way in, Joe Schiller shoots. It's blocked away by Rubishki. Rebound up on top. Blocked away by Rubishki. Rebound goes behind the net. Then up on top, here's the shot there by Grammer just wide and bouncing to the near side. It returns to Grammer high in the slot. He takes the pass in with 1 minute to go in the period. Schiller. The Spuds are very anxious about this offensive trip with the extra skater. To the wide side, shot one time, rebound. Rebound, shot is blocked away. Rebound is hung on to. And play stops there. And we may have our first kerfuffle penalty.
Well, if there's not a penalty called, it's certainly a kerfuffle, Larry. And what wonderful action all over the ice in that power play from the Spuds. Great puck movement. Bodies flying to the net. Puck's going to the net. Rubishki doesn't know what's going on. He's on his back, hoping to goodness that the puck hits him. And it does. It hits him, and he ends up on top of it, and the Spuds are trying to get in there to get it. And Connor Savard takes exception. He hog-ties Dronin, and we got a kerfuffle.
But no penalties were called, and play continues on. Still 32 seconds left on the Bemidji penalty as Moorhead has the face-off in the offensive zone. It got loose and it's sent out of the play with 39 seconds and counting down here in the period. Working his way up, it comes near side. Grammer feeds the pass to Bentz. He'll bring it to the line and in. Bentz sends it out to the far side. Moorhead setting up their play, far point. And the return to the far wing, back up, shot blocked down, blocked away. Time has run out. Both teams are at full strength. Down deep into the corner. Played by Schiller off to the far side is Hammett. Back on to play now with a big hit in the corner it goes. And the Spuds are able to keep it in. Counting down from 3. There's a shot just wide. Rebound on the near side as the horn sounds. We've got a 1-goal game after 2 periods of play. On the Speakeasy scoreboard, it's Moorhead 2 and Bemidji 1.
Revive Professional Massage Therapy Clinic. Locally owned and operated. Open 7 days a week, day, evening, and same-day appointments available. Couples massages also available. 20 highly trained professional licensed massage therapists on staff. Now with 2 locations, South Fargo and Detroit Lakes. Offering online booking and online gift certificates. www.reviveprofessionalmassage.com.
Get up. Your dreams don't hit snooze. Because if you snooze, you might miss your opportunity to improve your craft. To put in the work. Your opportunity to be the best.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
Your home for Boss Snowplows is Burt's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
The Moorhead Spud Boosters support students at Moorhead High School involved in co-curricular activities. Your membership in Moorhead Spud Boosters directly benefits Moorhead's student athletes, celebrating 40 years of supporting Spud athletics.
Revive Professional Massage Therapy Clinic. Locally owned and operated. Open 7 days a week, day, evening, and same-day appointments available. Couples massages also available. 20 highly trained professional licensed massage therapists on staff. Now with 2 locations, South Fargo and Detroit Lakes. Offering online booking and online gift certificates. www.reviveprofessionalmassage.com.
Your dreams don't hit snooze. Because if you snooze, you might miss your opportunity to improve your craft. Put in the work. Your opportunity to be the best.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
Your home for Boss Snowplows is Burt's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
The Moorhead Spud Boosters support students at Moorhead High School involved in co-curricular activities. Your membership in Moorhead Spud Boosters directly benefits Moorhead's student athletes, celebrating 40 years of supporting Spud athletics.
Revive Professional Massage Therapy Clinic. Locally owned and operated. Open 7 days a week, day, evening, and same-day appointments available. Couples massages also available. 20 highly trained professional licensed massage therapists on staff. Now with 2 locations, South Fargo and Detroit Lakes. Offering online booking and online gift certificates. www.reviveprofessionalmassage.com.
dreams don't hit snooze. Because if you snooze, you might miss your opportunity to improve your craft. To put in the work. Your opportunity to be the best.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
Your home for Boss Snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
What we can say differently about the third period than what we've already seen in the first and second. We've had very highly competitive nature of game, and both teams are getting after each other a little bit more perhaps in the offensive zone for Moorhead in the ending moments of that second period, but Bemidji battling right there with it, and in spite of the fact that that's a number 7 against a number 2, there doesn't seem to be really any difference between the two teams.
Yeah, you could have tossed all 8 into a hat and just pulled them out this year. There's a lot of parity across the section, as we witnessed in the Roseau-Buffalo game going to overtime, the 1-8. To expect the other games are fairly well contested. And right now, if you're Moorhead, you got the lead. You'd rather be in that position because you can just make sure that you make it really hard on Bemidji. They have to score. You've already been able to create chances if you're Moorhead, so you let Bemidji press to get that tying goal, counterattack if you can, but just don't give them anything easy. And, of course, if you're Bemidji, you got to try to jostle something loose to create an opportunity that can tie up the game and change the complexion a little bit.
Right now, St. Michael Albertville is the only team in the quarterfinals to have a significant advantage on their opponent as they lead Brainerd 3-0. The other game, Rogers and St. Cloud, is tied at 2. And so we could have 3 one-goal games here in the opening round. We'll see how it all goes as we're underway here in the third. A shot rolling in, and Kunka steers it off to the near side. In pursuit of the play, it bounces off the glass and out to center ice, taken back by Bemidji on a quick return. It's brought near side now for Hunter Marcotte. The return there, we've got the possibility of a breakaway. Here's Aaron Ryerson moving in to shoot, and it's blocked. It's saved by Tanner Rabishki. Well, he may have given up that early goal early on, but he has been solid since, and it stays 2-1 Moorhead.
Just as we talk about playing responsibly and not giving away anything easy, Bemidji runs a little bit of a face-off play at the opening draw to spring a bit of a 2-on-1 break, and then turning right back the other way. Luke Leonard makes a great read and touches the puck into space for a breakaway for Ryerson.
Play near side as we're underway. Long shot put on. Rebound up onto the near side where Bemidji collects it and brings it out to center. Here's the walk-in on the far side by Wyatt Matfield. Down deep and into the corner. It's brought back all the way near side for Colton Pickett. Up onto the point. Joseph Lally takes a look. He sends that one on. And where is it? Will Kunka taking a look down between the knees. And it's right there in the pads. And it stays 2-1.
Well, this is a subtle bit of deception used by Colton Pickett down in the corner to kind of lock up the Spud defender, and he's able to get a little space, get it up to Lally, who snaps it back to the net through traffic. Kunka's there.
Pickett draws it back to the near side, but it's picked off by Moorhead, and here's the rush out. Carson Triggs chasing it ahead. Here's a nice backhand pass out on top, and it's deflected then by Bemidji all the way to the far side. It appeared to have escaped the zone, but the official says no, and play continues. A bouncing puck comes right out. Joe Schiller picks it up and returns it near side. It's bounced ahead and returned by Bemidji. Deep into the zone it goes. Rolling out of the corner. Bemidji on the changes. Moorhead is on the fly. Off to the far side to bring in. Along the right wing all the way down to the corner. Circling around behind, a little wraparound try there by Harper Bentz. Got knocked away and play continues on the near side. Lifted up and out of the zone. A bouncing puck poked off to the far side, picked up by Tate Hammett. And Bemidji comes in with Hammett's shot sailing up and wide. Hammett chasing it down to the near side, but the Spuds worm their way in and pick it off. Out it comes for Justin Stahlberger and in. Stahlberger down to the near corner, centers one right on goal. And Rubishki had to be tough. He leaned over, protected the post, and put the glove around it. A save made, and it's still 2-1 Moorhead.
You can see how dangerous Justin Stahlberger is as he gets some space coming up the ice. Just gets a little bit of an edge with some sneaky speed along the left side on Connor Savard. And he has such a great quick release that it caught Rubishki off guard, but he was able to at least get a pad on it and cover it up.
Max Dronen standing in. Drawing it out to the near point. Joe Grammer touches it down low, picked up. Return Aaron Ryerson looking in on it. It bounces loose and comes out of the zone, turned around by Joe Grammer, sending it hard all the way to the far corner. Ryerson overskates it, comes back out to center as Luke Leonard brings it near side for Joe Grammer, who walks his way in. Tried to stick handle his way through the maze and had it deflected out, and is picked off by Harper Bentz. To the near side now, Dronen. He puts a shot on, and that one is gathered in. It wasn't a clean save, but it results in a save for Tanner Rubishki as he covers up.
What a great play by Harper Bentz. Peeling about the top of the circle into the center of the ice and understanding where his options are. He vacated some ice that he knew was open, and he knew Dronen was filling that space, and just laid a little touch pass in there for Max to come in and laser a wrister in on Rubishki.
With the face-off down, it is lifted up and out. Comes all the way down. And that'll be icing, and that'll stop play.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Bemidji starting to try to do some of those plays where they do the high flip out of the zone or the long stretch passes, just again trying to jostle something loose where you can get an odd man rush or just create something out of nothing.
Justin Stahlberger standing in for Moorhead. He faces off against Colton Pickett and leaves it on the dot. Spuds pick it up. Here's Grant Frisch to the corner. Tapped away and recovered. Cody Martinson tosses that one down low. Here's a recovery out in front. Looking for the puck. Where is it? There are a host of players poking his way loose. Cody Martinson. One extra little jab. Draws an extra jab from Bemidji. But fortunately, nothing more than that as players come off the ice.
I have no idea how officials can keep their eye on everything happening in that situation. You've got 5 blue jerseys plus Rubishki. You've got 3 white jerseys. You've got a loose puck. You've got Rubishki's helmet flying off. You've got bodies flying over the top of him. I don't know how it stayed out of the net, but it did.
14-11 remaining. Moorhead leading it 2-1. The winner in tonight's game will take on either St. Michael Albertville or Brainerd. And going into the third period, STMA had a 3-0 lead. Off to the far side. It's lifted out of the zone and played back now near side. Backpedaling, here come the Spuds to center ice. And off to the far side, it's dished ahead. Deep into the far corner, Gavin Lindbergh gives chase. Picked off behind the net, and the turnaround comes to Bemidji. Brought back now near side for Hunter Marcotte. He had it poked away. Recovers, and then it dishes out near side. In pursuit, Carson Triggs had it poked away off to the near side. He goes down hard. Play continues on as he scrambles to his skates. Back out it comes on a rink wide. It's tapped loose. And out at center, Grant Frisch turns it around and sends it in deep. All the way out to the far side where Max Dronen picks it up for Moorhead. Protecting a 2-1 lead, Max Dronen dishes it into the corner. Played back now near side, 13 minutes to go. As it comes out near the point, Max Dronen continues to control play, and he tosses it down to the corner. Dished up and back to the near wall and off the wall of played. Harper Bentz turns, shoots, and it bounces away. Another bouncing rebound. This one picked up by Bemidji and it rolls in. It rolls in on goal. And it's covered up by Kunka as he watched the spray of ice come into his face to stop the clock with 12:45 remaining.
And Michael Dickinson came in hard to make sure Kunka hung on to that for the whistle, and don't think it was intentional, but he did get that. We got some flurries, or as Szymanski would call
30%.
Yeah, Szymanski would call it some BS coming into the crease, and that might have two meanings in that situation.
To the near side, play is dropped back to the point. Lally puts the shot on, it's deflected off to the far side. Picked up by Rupp. He's tied up in the corner. Players go down on the ice, players get back up on their skates. It comes back from behind, it's wrapped around and blocked away. Moorhead picking up the loose puck. Cody Martinson takes a look up ice and he motors his way. His outlet pass goes off to the far side. Turned around by the Lumberjacks as they toss it in and change. Along the far wall, Justin Stahlberger skates past it. Bemidji there to pick it off in the far corner and the look in by Matfield. He's pushed off the play and Moorhead comes up with it. As they bring it out, a bouncing puck jumps over the stick of Cody Martinson, and play comes back to Bemidji as they send it ahead. This one will result in an icing call, stopping play with 11:51 to go. 2 goals tonight from Ian Ness has given the Spuds a 2-1 lead.
With some good play back and forth again. Just a pass up there that just gets away from everyone. A little bit of an icing and another offensive zone faceoff. See if the Spuds can win this one and create something off of it.
Max Dronen in the draw for Moorhead, standing in against Colton Pickett of Bemidji. They battle for the puck. It is right there, still where it was dropped. And finally it works its way loose and deflected down into the far corner where Tate Hammett reaches in, tried to outlet there, and hit the pipe, bounced away, rebound from behind the net. You could hear the clunk of the pipe out on top. On his back, Rabishki, and now the whistle will stop play as the kerfuffle continues on. The wrestling match going for the pin continues on the far side. Finally, the officials step in, players separate, and again, I don't know if we're going to have anybody come to the side. But there was a certain amount of play in that one that saw the Spuds trying to tap one in past Rabishki.
You know, the effort from Rabishki is incredible here through the second period, late in the second and into this period, just doing everything he can. It reminds me of Dominic Hasek when he played in a couple of years there where he dominated the league with some unorthodox goaltending. But we got Rabishki doing snow angels again in the crease. Just completely on his back, flailing around to do anything he can to keep the puck out, and he's managing to do it.
A quick word with Max Dronen and the official, getting an understanding. There were no penalties called. And all of that, and play comes out to center ice as the Spuds pick it up and turn it around with Luke Leonard. Tossing it in, it comes right back out to center under deflection. Stick handling his way in now, Ian Ness to the near corner. Looking out on top, it gets away. Carson Triggs chasing it down into the corner as well, pulls it loose, taps it behind the net, it comes back. And from there, it is played by Ian Ness and then pulled away by Tate Hammett. Off to the far side comes Bemidji. Stick handling his way to center, Hammett tops it ahead. Here's the bring in, but offside. It is called there. 10:58 to go, and every play now inches away from bringing the ire of whomever is being whistled down. In that case, it was so close to not being an offside call.
Well, and we got Lindbergh greeting Meisch, who took exception to the late shot. We got Coach Ammerman still taking exception to it. Coach Kunka, he's upset because, of course, it's never a welcome sight to see a shot going on your goaltender after a whistle, and things are still heated.
Here's the play down into the near side. Into the corner, big hit on Grammer. Puck pops up into the air and played behind the net. Trying to wrestle it loose, it pokes his way in, and this time nothing more happens after the whistle blows and play stops.
And this is really the first time you've had anything down in Will Kunka's crease that resembles a kerfuffle. Was one Bemidji player trying to come out from behind the net and cram it in, met by a host of Spuds, and of course Kunka there to stop the puck.
I think you need to print up some T-shirts. I don't know what they'd say other than kerfuffle, but
I thought it has to have a Banty rooster on it.
Yeah, with a leghorn. And now you're going to ask me what that is.
Well, I do remember Foghorn Leghorn.
Yeah, very good. Play to the far side. Moorhead pulls it loose. Justin Stahlberger circles out of the far corner, but overskated the puck. He had to go back and play it from behind the net. Off to the far side, Thomas Schrader. A wrestling match for it there. Finally pulled loose by Bemidji. Colby Kerr tracks it down. Play onto the near side. It bounces up into the air where the Spuds play it momentarily. Here comes Cody Martinson on the way in. He winds up to shoot. Rebound up on top. It comes right back to Grammer. He shoots it wide. All the way to the far side plate, and it comes back to Grammer. He'll take a look from the near side. The shot hit traffic. Stahlberger picks it up. He turns and looks in. Stahlberger walks his way in. He shoots. It's blocked. The rebound off to the side. Rebound continues to be played. Players again down on the ice. Scrambling for it there. Rabishki is in his spot. The play comes up on top. A tap in try. No. Rebound tapped away off to the side. No. Deep into the far corner it goes, and the Spuds will try it again. Cody Martinson's pass comes near side. Off to near wall. It comes all the way out to center. Play will stop with that icing call. There were some late hangers on that last play, including Cody Martinson of Moorhead. And I think that was Nate Manassa, yes, of Bemidji.
Well, and the officials are really letting it go as the intensity ratchets up. And again, Rabishki on his back flailing around. You've got at times 8 players in the crease. In peacetime, I don't know that you could stand there with 8 guys and Rabishki in that blue paint.
9:36 still to play in the third. Moorhead leading at 2-1. We've had an exciting third period of play, and it is a carryover from the end of the second period, as both teams are fighting for life here in the playoff season. Out at the point, Grant Frisch dishes to the near corner. Played back up against the wall, and it comes out to center. Frisch off the glove. Taps it ahead. It comes back. Aaron Ryerson gathers it in and turns it back down near side for Max Dronen. He carries it. He's being bothered a lot, and finally had his pocket picked by Wyatt Matfield. And then he had it picked. Here comes Max Dronen. Pulls up short. Near side for Grant Frisch. He winds up to shoot. It's blocked off the skates of Tate Mahamet. Rebound up on top. Shot got blocked away. That was on the goal. Back it comes near side. Walking his way up, Colton Pickett. Drops it back for Wyatt Glenn, and it's off to the far side and all the way to the far corner and out. Deflected back in. Play continues on as it's picked up by Moorhead's Joe Schiller. He'll come out to center. Schiller brings it in, dishes it near side now for Ryerson, sends it on low, and it is scooped off the ice, and the play continues there. As the whistle again, we're getting a lot of extra activity after every play that comes in around the goal. And one way or the other, this time I think we're going to have some whistles that affect the playing time of maybe one or both. Yes, both teams will be penalized here. And Moorhead brings Harper Bentz to the near side. And the big defenseman and captain Tate Hammett comes to side ice for Bemidji.
Not a bad idea from the officials as play has continued to escalate and some late hits coming in, and you had Joe Schiller skating off a little gingerly there from a hit that came after a whistle, which you never want anyone injured at any point, but certainly not on a play that comes after a whistle. So the ref's trying to get a little bit of control.
Here's a shot off the faceoff by Gavin Lindberg, and it was glove saved. Stopping play now with 8:37 to go. It's 2-1 Moorhead. Both goals from Ian Ness. Hunter Marcotte scoring the lone goal for Bemidji. And in the draw, the puck goes down and it's tapped out on top. Picked up, return near side for Grammer. He walks his way in to shoot. It's deflected and it rolls all the way out of the far corner and out to center. Tracked down by Colby Creer. From behind the net, Colby Creer works his way along the near side. Can't clear the zone, and it's rejected and turned in behind the net where Joe Grammer takes over. He sets it up and sends a play off to the far side. Moorhead on the scoot out of the zone, but Ian Ness overskates. He turns, he plays it off, sent in by Gavin Lindberg, and it's played now by Bemidji back to the near side. Comes out all the way through the zone and play along the near wall. It escapes, and Moorhead comes out of it with Gavin Lindberg. He pulls up short. His shot blocked. It came back to him. Lindberg circles the world and goes off to the far side. And before play goes any farther, an interference call coming up here to stop play with 7:46 to go. Moorhead will find themselves down a man. It'll be power play Bemidji.
Well, sometimes you'll notice, as you mentioned, Lindbergh circling the world, when they have that kind of space, one of their teammates has run a little bit of interference to create the space, and the official, that's what they determined there, that Triggs tied up with the Bemidji defender to give Lindbergh that little bit of space that he found, and Spuds will have to kill again. And when you got well, I was going to say when you have your leading scorer as a defenseman in Tate Hammett, you got a good power play, but he's in the box right now, so they don't have him right now.
Third time tonight that Bemidji has the power play. Moorhead has worked off 2 previous penalties, and they are shorthanded now as the play comes out of the zone and all the way up. 7:35 to go. Third period, Moorhead leading 2-1. Picked off on the way out. Up against the wall, the Spuds bring it out to center. They'll load it up from there as Max Dronin. Now to Joe Grammer, and he sends it in. Time-consuming penalty kill for Moorhead. Trying to create a turnover now in the zone. It is tipped away, and Connor Savard gives chase for Bemidji. He looks out of the far corner and sends it up on a long pass. Hooking up with Wyatt Matfield, he brings it in. Spuds catch up to the play. Tipped off and near point. Lally turns around and shoots it off to the far side. Worked out to the point as they set it up from there. Here's a pass down. There's a shot and a goal! Bemidji has come on to tie with a power play goal here with 6:45 to go.
Clever play from Connor Savard, senior defenseman with a lot of experience. Just gets the puck up top, sees an open stick out front. It's a shot pass. He lasers it in there so that all Matfield has to do is keep a stick there to redirect it into the net, and nothing Kunka can do when the play comes that quickly and is deflected right past his pad.
It looks like the goal will go to Wyatt Matfield. Assists will be given to Connor Savard and to Wiley Gladen. It's 2-2.
Some discussion on when I believe the 2 players in the box will re-enter the game.
Yeah, they still have some time left. 6:45 to go. Earlier tonight, Roseau went overtime. Here's a play off to the far side to defeat Buffalo. 2-1 was the final there. St. Michael Albertville, the last we heard, leading Brainerd 3-0. But on the other side of it, Rogers and St. Cloud were tied up there as well. And so very closely played quarterfinal games. Play goes down deep into the far corner. Tied up behind. To the near side, here comes the look, and out of the zone it rolls up. And that brings a whistle and an icing call, and the 2 players, Harper Bentz from Moorhead and Tate Hammett, have become eligible to continue playing as they roll onto the ice.
6 minutes to go. We're not going to see the pace slow now, Larry.
Not at all. 2-2 here in the third period late. Max Dronin stands in for the Spuds. Draws it out on high. From the slot it comes to Joe Grammer. He bounced it down. A nice move by Max Dronin to tap it down onto the ice, looking for a tap in there, but it went wide. On the way up ice, it comes in offside. We have gone inside of 6 minutes to go, and for all the excitement and action we have seen so far, I think we're just getting started.
Yeah, and it's for as much control of the play as the Spuds have had, the Lumberjacks are now feeling a little hop in their step after tying it up, and you don't want to get casual out there because the Jacks are coming hard, and you got to continue to play hard on the puck and make the responsible plays up the ice.
Play comes back to Bemidji. As they turn and look up, it comes near side for Hammett. He turns it to the corner. Rolled off Grant Frisch, sends it off to the far side, and from there, picked off. Moorhead retreating to pick it up. Grant Frisch topping it to the corner, but it comes out to the point. Shot set in, shot goes wide. Cody Martinson picks it up. He does a maneuver along the near side, tries to get loose, but Hammett comes in, stops the play, and sends it back into the corner. Moorhead trying to send it out of the zone. It comes rink wide by Bemidji. They keep it in, and Hammett sends a shot in. Rebound out in front. Spuds are there to pick up the loose puck. Schrader comes out to center. Schrader comes into the zone. Spuds changing behind the play is Schrader. Lost control, and it comes out. Turned back in. Bemidji taking it back again. 5 minutes to go in a 2-2 play. Here's Bemidji on the near side and walking in. A good move by Hunter Marcotte. Rings around to the far side. Tap down low. Marcotte chasing it. Out of the play, wrestled. Play comes back, Joe Grammer. Moorhead has it along the near side. Carson Triggs can't clear the zone. Got back to him. Here's the walk-in. Centering pass. And a whack at it, and a whack at it, and a save. Covered up. A wobbly puck came in on Will Kuka, and he had troubles getting the handle on it. He did. That stops play.
Just a little bit of uncertain play coming from the Spuds trying to exit their zone as they're responding to Bemidji's push right now. And Bemidji has the Spuds rattled a little bit, and they're turning it right back at Kuka trying to get that third goal.
2-2 our score. Ethan May stands in against Max Dronen. Play on the near side. It's dished out to the point, sent back in by Lally. Rolls around to the far side. Up against the boards, deflected, scrambled after. Moorhead pulling it loose. Nice maneuver out of the zone by Harper Bentz. He brings it in. Goes down low, and it's pulled away by Lally. He brings it back out to center, ice it in. Lally carries it all the way to the corner. He stays with it, and then is pulled away, and the puck comes back to Max Dronen. Spuds on the breakout. Here's a pass. They tried to hook up, but it was intercepted. Pulled back now by Maish, and he brings it in. Pulled away at the last moment. And on the recovery, picked up and shot. Deflected high and away. Colby Creer there to pick it up. Sending it out of the zone. Spuds go after an errant pass. Turned around by Bemidji, and they send it deep into the far corner. Played there by Matfield. Along the far wall, it's dished out. Moorhead there to pull it in with 3.5 minutes to go in regulation. We're tied at 2. Long pass ahead that's dropped back. Carson Triggs with a walk-in shot blocked away. Backhanded out along the near side. It'll come out of the zone. Here's the walk through and along the wall by Wyatt Matfield. It's turned around, and the Spuds pull it back again. Joe Grammer works his way to the far side, turns the corner. Joe Grammer tried to muscle it in as players hit the deck and into the goal mouth they go to pull it away. Stopping play with 3:06 to go as we reset the net.
And Larry, we've got a Section 8 AA record for the number of times a goaltender's helmet has come off in a game.
Who's keeping track of that?
Well, I just heard it came from Wallstead, I believe. He told me that.
Well, he was been keeping track of a lot of things here, but I'm not sure.
Well, a former goalie might know that.
I would think.
Great effort there. Joe Grammer driving the net hard, and this is what caused Rubishki's helmet to come off. Is got the edge, tried to sneak around on a low net drive, and then defended hard by Hammett, who came back to the post to deny him, and then they all kind of crashed into Rubishki and forcing his helmet off again.
St. Michael still leading 3-0. Well, checking on that, Rogers and St. Cloud were tied 2-2. The last we checked on them there. Here we are tied at 2-2. Earlier today, Roseau 2-1 in overtime. Got their win.
Big face-off here, 3:06 remaining. This is a critical face-off to see if Moorhead can generate
5-1.
something, or Bemidji can relieve the pressure.
St. Michael looks like they're heading into the semifinal round as they lead Brainerd by a 5-1 count. They will take on the winner of this one on Saturday. Here's a roll into the zone. Centering pass, wind up and a shot blocked away. Kuka meeting the challenge. The return comes in on goal. Bounced off to the near side. It's high and off the glass and down to the ice. Played on the near side with 2:44 remaining. As they circle around, it is dished into the corner, and Ethan Mace stays with it. He backhands it down deep, had it intercepted. Spuds try it from there. It's two players before it comes out on the near side. Here's a backhand shot into traffic. Moorhead tapping it out of the zone. Giving chase, Harper Bentz had it knocked away just as he pulled the trigger on the pass, and the quick return comes back to Bentz. He taps it into the zone and chases it down. He's caught up from behind and worked off the play by Connor Savard. Moorhead in pursuit. We are running close to that 2-minute mark in a 2-2 game. Up on top, the shot blocked away by Rubishki. Up on top it comes, and Schiller turns it down low. Picked up behind the net by Max Droner, and then it comes up on top. Bemidji now bringing it out to center. They'll circle around. Then it's poked away. Moorhead has it. We got a chase for the loose puck as Aaron Ryerson goes into the near corner. He is bothered there by Connor Savard as both teams caught in a change, have their players on the ice with 1:37 to go. Down deep into the corner. They battle for it there before it's poked along the wall. Spuds have it up on top, wind up on a shot by Grant Fresh. It got all the way through, and goaltender Tanner Rubishki scoops it off the ice.
Well, some good effort there, a very smart play by Aaron Ryerson as Bentz was able to chip a puck into space, but Bentz and Dronen were exhausted, so they went for a line change. Ryerson recognizes this, ties up, rather than taking on 5 Lumberjacks, he ties up in the corner, waits for help to come, and the Spuds are able to create a great chance out of it.
1:27 and clock running. Joel Grammer winds up, shoots, it's blocked away. Dished behind the net. Gavin Lindberg circling out of the far corner. Had it tapped away. Chased down in the near corner. As they roll it in behind the net. It works loose. Gavin Lindberg protecting it into the corner. Then it's pulled away. Bemidji comes out of the zone with it. They'll have 1 minute to go and get it up ice as the play is tied up at the blue line. And with that, it comes right back in. Play goes down. Play continues on. Out to the far side. Broken away. It's picked up by Declusion. He walks his way in, but Joe Grammer pulls it down, slides the puck in towards Wilkunka, leaping out on front of the crease, and puts the finishing touches on the save to stop play.
Wow, and another little bit of fortune for the Jacks as just a broken play in the neutral zone just eludes Leonard, and it creates a 2-on-1 situation. Nice sliding play by Joe Grammer to just snuff out the play, just smother it. And then another fracas ensues as people are crashing in and trying to get loose pucks and defending hard.
47 seconds left in regulation. We're tied at 2. Well, some administrative work being done at the opposite end. The official has everything cleared and we're ready to go, and we'll drop the puck to the far right side of Will Kunka in the Moorhead zone. 47 seconds to go. The crowd on its feet here as the play comes behind the net. Played off to the far side. Harper Bentz plays it deep into the net area behind. Joe Schiller plays it out on the near side only to have it be turned around. Max Dronen plays it near side. Schiller catching up to it. He's bothered there somewhat. Here's Aaron Ryerson out at center. He taps it loose and heads in. Aaron Ryerson got worked off the play. Picked up by Dronen. Sends it back out. Schiller can't handle it at the blue line. He does handle it at the blue line, and it stays in. Down deep in the corner. 14 seconds to go in regulation. We're tied in the corner as it works its way out of the zone. It comes all the way down. They are going to wave this off, and there will be no icing, and we are headed to overtime. After regulation on the Speakeasy scoreboard, it's Moorhead 2 and Bemidji 2. Are at side ice as we head into an overtime period at Moorhead Sports Center. The number 1 seed Roseau forced into overtime before beating Buffalo. The number 2 seed Moorhead forced into overtime against Bemidji, tied at 2. Meanwhile, Rogers and St. Cloud, the last score we had there, they were tied at 2 apiece. The only outcome so far decided has been the score from St. Michael Albertville as they defeat Brainerd by a score of 5-1. And so with that, the Spuds are ready to go. Both teams have been involved in overtime situations. The last time these two teams played, it was a 3-2 final. Bemidji has been involved in 3 overtime games, winning one of those. It was a 5-4 decision over Fergus Falls. Play comes back. Moorhead's lone tie on the year. Of course, this one will not end in a tie. It was against Warroad, 1-1, low scoring. And we've got another one here. As we head out to center ice, Moorhead now will attack left to right. We must have a winner.
Something interesting to keep an eye on is the long change. It's always something that could impact an overtime session.
Play is dropped down. Moorhead went 4 games, what was it, 4 games in a row? Or there 4 before the turn of the month. There was 4 overtime contests I think the Spuds were involved in a relatively short period of time.
That's
so
right.
Both teams, no strangers to an overtime contest as it's tipped down deep into the corner. Moorhead tracking it down. Luke Leonard played out on the near side. The outlet pass. Spuds get a stick on it to slow play down, and it comes out to center. Protecting it on the way in. Joe Grammer ends up with it. Joe Grammer centers it up on top, and it got loose. Picked up in the far corner, and out it comes. Here comes Bemidji on the attack. To the near side and walking his way, and it's dropped back. Hammett there. Throws it down high in the slot, and it's deflected off to the far side. Moorhead pokes it off to the side and clearly keeping it in play. Maneuvering his way. Up ice comes Gavin Lindberg. To the far side, he goes down. There's a penalty. Gavin Lindberg tried to sidestep a defender. He basically got hog-collared and was dragged down onto the ice. And that is a penalty that will give the Spuds the power play here in the overtime period. The penalty goes to Wiley Gladen.
Well, Lindberg looked like he was on a bit of a mission coming up the ice there with some speed, looking to end this thing on an end-to-end rush. And Gladen just didn't want to have Lindberg advance any further than that, and he went a little high and aggressive up at Lindberg's head. Lucky to only get 2 on that one.
Lindberg comes up with the face-off, sends it up on top. Frisch to Lindberg, down low to, from there it goes behind the net. Scrambling after it, Gavin Lindberg. Had it poked away, he's nearly upended, but the Spuds have it. Colby Creer sends it down. There's a shot. Blocked away. Rebound up on top. Turned around and sent out of the zone by Bemidji. 6:25 to go in overtime. 8-minute overtime period. And as they come out of the zone, they'll look up now on the near side. Rogers is up 3-2 after 2. And so that score update there is Rogers has the lead on St. Cloud. From behind the net, the Spuds are there to pick it up. Turn and the look up ice by Grant Frisch. Moorhead on the power play, looking near side. It is for Harper Bentz. He taps it into the corner, gives chase on it there. Carries it with him off to the far side. Max Dronen out to the point. Mishandled briefly, but recovered. Now Joe Schiller backhands it down deep into the corner. Good defensive effort by Bemidji, keeping the Spuds at bay as the Spuds try to set up this power play opportunity. Aaron Ryerson circles all the way around, shoots, and it's blocked, and it's saved, and it's hung on.
Well, we've seen
Great
that
move
before.
by Ryerson to move in for the shot.
We've seen that before. Aaron Ryerson ended an overtime game in Brainerd with that type of a play where he wheeled around the zone and found a short side high look there, but Rubishki was able to snag that one.
Keeping the game tied at 2. Face-off will be near side of Tanner Rubishki. Max Dronen stands in. Puck is drawn out. Kept in by Schiller. Sent off far side. Grammer winds, shoots. Rebound up on top. It comes loose. It comes out. It comes all the way down. 23 seconds remaining on the Bemidji penalty. Moorhead out of the zone, comes near side. Here's the walk in by Harper Bentz. He'll try to circle around from behind. Fed off to the far side. Moorhead will set it up from there. Time running out on the power play. Looking, walking in. Grammer shoots, just deflected. Picked up near side. Bemidji is at full strength. Moorhead taps it up on top. There's nobody there. And it's nearly picked off, and it comes out to center. Moorhead there to take it back again. 4:45 to go in overtime. Play goes to the far corner. Game tied at 2 as the Lumberjacks pick it up and send it all the way out. We got a play, no, but he was offside. He was a solid 3 steps ahead of the play as he accepted the pass from the length of the ice, and that stops the clock at 4:35.
Nice attempt by Meisch there as he came off the box with some speed and saw that puck being cleared down the ice and was just trying to time it perfectly so he could maintain that speed and get his momentum moving towards the net for a breakaway, but he got in just ahead of it.
Puck is down and drawn to Bemidji. They slap it ahead, and it comes all the way down. And as it clears the end line, that's an icing pass out of the zone, and it brings it back into the Bemidji face-off circle near side.
A little bit of a break for the Spuds there as the Lumberjacks had a jailbreak off a defensive zone face-off. And if he was able to just put a little more touch on that, it could have been trouble.
Hay is down as the Spuds control it. Luke Leonard carries it out to center ice before turning it around. Moorhead is touched up on the play, and play will continue on as the Lumberjacks work their way out of the zone. Off to the far side, backhanded ahead. Into the zone it comes. Wind up in a shot blocked off to the side by Kunka. Play comes back now near side and along the wall and out. Moorhead on the attack. It's 3-on-1 as it goes far side. Picked up by Carson Triggs, and he puts a shot that's scooped off the ice. He was looking for the near corner. Carson Triggs with that shot, but the scoop save by Tanner Rabishki.
Good idea. He's got traffic. He's got resources committed to the net with Ness and Lindbergh going hard in there. And if he can get a redirect or a rebound, good things can happen. Nice attempt from Triggs.
Halfway through the intended overtime period. 4 minutes remaining. Play comes up on top and tapped towards goal, then recovered Bemidji. Back onto the near side, and it's tapped up against the wall. Recovered by Cody Martinson. They play catch there for a bit. Spuds come out to center and pick it up. Battling for it, Joel Grammer circles back into his own end before turning and looking up ice. Packed off to the far side, intercepted. Now the reach in on the near side for Wyatt Matfield. He goes down low. He's got the game tying goal. He got turned around here, and it comes back out to center ice. Chased down by Colton Pickett. Down low to the far side into the corner. Played all the way around behind as Will Kunka plays it near side. Out it comes and along the near wall, set in as he crossed over the red line. 3:17 to go in overtime. Play comes up on top. Play got overskated, and Bemidji there to pick up the loose puck. Now it's a rush by Bemidji. Mace drops it back. Wind up in a shot blocked away by Kunka. Play back to the near side. It comes right back in towards goal. Here's the look in from Hammett. He winds up to shoot, and it's a blast that goes past the goal. Down low to the far side, and play continues on, rolling in. Spuds there to try to pull it loose and do. As they work it off to the far side, Max Dronen brings it in. He circles, he shoots, his save is made. Tanner Rabishki gloves it away.
Another nice attempt. Luke Leonard blocking a shot down around the dots and able to avoid one Lumberjack. Find Dronen up in space, and Max on the edge snaps a quick one on Rabishki. Another offensive zone faceoff.
On the stick side, the far side of Tanner Rabishki. Play is drawn to the corner. Hammett there to pick it up. Loses it in the corner. Spuds have a stick on it. Aaron Ryerson trying to reach in and take control. Finally, it's tapped out to the point. Here's Schiller winding up to shoot, and it's blocked away. Sprawling back into position, Rabishki. Play goes behind the net. Hammett is tied up. Puck is poked loose. It comes near side, and it's played along the wall and out to center. Big hit there, deflecting it off to the far side and played right in front of the Moorhead bench. From there, it's turned around and sent in, and that's an icing pass from that point on. 2:11 to go here in overtime.
Well, the Jacks are starting to look a little bit fatigued there, and they ice the puck again. These faceoffs are critical. Centermen are critical right now, how they can win these faceoffs, and if you're a Spud, you can get an offensive zone opportunity here.
Carson Triggs on the draw from Moorhead to the corner. He tracks it down, poked away from him. Here's Moorhead from behind the net. Wraparound try goes in and blocked and covered up and saved for Tanner Rabishki. Spuds seem to be liking that wraparound stuff in play.
Yeah, those in-tight plays have worked twice for this line tonight. And Lindbergh's so quick with his hands, he can get in there. And once you get the goaltender down and get something off his pads, chaos is going to happen with the goaltender out of position and a loose puck.
2 minutes to go in overtime. Play comes down. Scrambled after to the far side. Walking his way up, Wiley Gladen throws it ahead. Moorhead there to take it back. Circling the net, it comes back near side. Play along the corner and out and along the near wall. Tap free, hold loose, scramble for. Waiting to see, nothing more. Spuds have it 2-on-2 and in. Winding up from the backside, centering pass, just misconnected. Comes back now near side as Bemidji will load it up and come out to center. They pass it ahead, it's taken back Moorhead. The return tossed back into the zone by Bemidji. Joe Schiller catching up to it from Moorhead. Sidesteps one defender. Works his way off to the far side, then sends it ahead. Just ahead of Carson Triggs. And it comes loose back out to center. Play continues on as Moorhead has touched up on the play. And Connor Savard brings it near side for the Lumberjacks. Here's Maish. Ethan Maish carries it down deep into the 1 minute to go in our first overtime. As play goes deep behind. Play there off to the far corner. Max Dronen turns it up ice. We've got a race for it now, and it's tied up and all the way down into the corner with Aaron Ryerson. 44 seconds to go in overtime. Here comes the long pass out of the zone, and that will send it into the face-off circle on that icing pass with 39 seconds to go in the extra stanza.
The Lumberjacks are often now doing that little sneaky Pete play. As the play goes down the ice, they're having a guy linger just in case they can defend the Spud rush quickly and turn it back up the ice. They got a guy hanging out down there, and they've almost hit him a couple of times.
To the near side of Tanner Rabishki. Puck is down and drawn out all the way to center ice. Luke Leonard tracks it down and feeds it off to the far side. Here's a long pass sent into the zone, taken back by Bemidji, and their long pass comes up ice. They're going to wave off the icing. Play tapped off to the far side. Aaron Ryerson goes in to put it up hard against the boards and scramble for it there. It comes loose, and it rolls out to center. Moorhead comes to the blue line and in. Tapped ahead. Here's Max Dronen sliding his way down, feeds it up on top, and the shot from there is blocked down, and in he scores! Oh, my! Luke Leonard picked up the pass out of the corner. He went into the mess right around net, and Moorhead has pulled this one out with 7 seconds remaining in overtime.
Well, I don't know how this one got in, much in the same way we don't know how so many of them stayed out earlier in the game. It's just another play where a puck gets thrown into the net with all kinds of traffic and chaos, and Rabishki's down, and the Lumberjack defenders are down, and the Spuds are scrapping, and the puck somehow finds its way into the net finally. And maybe a fitting ending to this one on a goal like that, Larry.
We're waiting to see, as the officials have not yet identified the scoring combination in that one for the Spuds and for the game winner. 7:54 the time of the goal, and we're waiting to see who will be credited with that goal, which turns into the game winner. I guess we'll report on that and have our 3 stars when we return. Our final score in overtime on the Speakeasy scoreboard: Moorhead 3 and Bemidji 2.